Hi guys, welcome to episode 2 of our short sale series on Treg TV. I'm Scott Hazard.
And I'm Dan Ford, and together we sell homes for happy clients along the Wasatch Front.
So we talked in our first episode about a great alternative being the short sale process, and today we thought we'd talk about what do you need to deliver, what kind of documents, what's the lender going to require in order to process a short sale.
A short sale may take a little bit of time, but one of the ways to make it go faster is to be prepared and have all the correct documents. So we're going to go through a quick list here. One of the first things you need is a copy of the most recent mortgage statements. This includes your loan number, your loan balance, and a contact information.
Yeah, you'll see in our next episode, in episode 3, we're going to talk about some myths of the short sale. One of those myths is that it takes forever to finish a short sale. Well, it takes forever if you don't have an experienced agent who's processed hundreds of short sales like we have, and part of it is making sure you have all the right documentation. So in addition to the copies of your most recent mortgage statements, loan numbers, those types of things that Dan had mentioned, you're also going to need a personal financial statement. That's going to show assets, liabilities. It's going to show whatever you own, your vehicles, your home, your bank account balances, any kind of stock exchange accounts, those types of things. And then you're going to show all of your liabilities, any loans you might own on the car, any student loans, obviously the payment and the loan that you have on your home, and any other debt payments that you might be responsible for.
You also need to provide 2 years worth of tax returns and the last 30 days worth of pay stubs.
So couple of your last 2 bank account statements as well, Dan?
Yep, you need those because they need to see if you have any money. And you need to be as honest and don't try to hide things from them because they have ways of finding out, and it's the right thing to do.
So the bank really is asking you for all the same things as if you're just going to go get a whole new loan. Doesn't that seem like the same package?
It is identical. It's the exact same package. They want to see basically if you can finance or you would qualify for what you owe right now without the short sale.
Now, another thing that the bank's looking for, one, they're going to make sure that, well, these folks really are in trouble. They need some help. Let's help them by qualifying them for the short sale process. Part of what we need to give them also is what they call a hardship letter. And what is that about, Dan?
Now, to qualify for a short sale, just because the market value has gone down on your home doesn't mean that you actually qualify for a short sale. There actually has to be a true demonstrable hardship. For example, you've had a health problem, you've had an employment change or loss of employment. Divorce is a typical one for a short sale where you've had a change in credit or a change in ability to basically make your payment. So, in your hardship letter, you're going to want to explain these things in detail. We've had several clients write them out in handwriting, just that shows what type of hardship they're going through. Anyway.
Yeah, and the bank today is going to require you to sign an affidavit. It's a new change. We've just recently seen that with a Bank of America short sale that we processed this week. And Bank of America often is leading the industry with other major banks, Citibank, Chase, others. And so they now have an affidavit that you sign. You check the box. You say, I can no longer make my payment because, and it makes it a little easier. But we still have to express to them why we find ourselves in a pickle and need to qualify for a short sale process today. So then once we find a buyer, how's it work?
Now there's a bunch of different documents that need to be submitted to the bank, and some of the larger banks have actually a program that kind of details what you have to send to them. One, you're going to have to send them a purchase contract. And the purchase contract is going to have all the details of what you're selling it for, how much money is going to be made. They also want a copy of your earnest money deposit. So the buyer will have a basically proof of funds that they've submitted an earnest money check to you. They will also require a loan pre-approval from the person who's trying to purchase your home. And sometimes right now they're asking for an actual proof of funds from the buyer themselves. That's not in every case, but I have seen it with certain banks where they actually ask for a copy of their bank statements showing that they have adequate funding to do it. Now there's some other things that they're going to require. Sometimes they want payoffs. They're going to want a HUD that you need to get from your real estate agent or a title company that's going to show the actual payoff to the bank itself.
There's a lot of other things that a bank's going to require, a lot of other things that professionals like us are going to help negotiate. They could be anything from tax liens to HOA deficiencies to Can we get money out to pay for a home warranty because the buyer required it? All of these things require a seasoned professional who can negotiate with the bank to make the sale work. And all of these things we need to provide the lender because they need to determine whether or not we qualify.
And the quicker you get them this information, the quicker that they can start working through your short sale, or that your real estate professional can help you out with it.
Yeah, don't think you have to memorize all this. When you list with a real estate group, have us sell your home and process the short sale. We've got the checklist, we've got the processes in place. It's based on years and volumes of experience in processing these short sales for happy people along the Wasatch Front. Stay tuned for the next episode at Treg TV on our short sale videos. I'm Scott Hazard.
And I'm Dan Ford, and together we sell homes for happy clients along the Wasatch Front.